So check it out. This is the vegan section of my grocery store. Everything here is vegan, or assumably so. I mean, you start with tofu and then you move on to jackfruit. You got wheat gluten, you got baked tofu again. You got all these veggie sausages and whatnot. So pretty much everything you can count on, veggie bacon, everything. You just assume everything in here is vegan, right? And then all the time people, whenever I get Daya, are like, dude, you should try almond cheese. It's better than Daya. People tell me to get this stuff. And so I always just look at this almond cheese, and because it's not pre-sliced, I've always decided not to get it, but I decided to get this one time. But the thing that I didn't notice is that this actually is not vegan. You see the ingredients there, ingredients almond base, and then the second ingredient is casein milk protein, which seems kind of ironic because it's a health cheese alternative, so you're assuming that it's an alternate cheese, so why would you put milk and cheese? Like, why would you put cheese and cheese, right? So this is what happens. Let me give you guys the breakdown. Me and Sammy, little baby girl, we're going to go make our Scooby-Doo sandwiches that we make, you know, every couple of days, which is like a huge, big old sandwich with a lot of bread and then a bunch of insides and stuff. And all the time we get these Daya cheese slices. It's like the one we go to every time because I know that Daya is just like the main vegan cheese, right? And previously I've seen like 3 different types. I've seen like an almond cheese up there, and you guys always leave comments and are like, dude, try almond cheese. It's freaking good. So in my head already I'm thinking almond cheese is vegan. Number 2, I'm in the vegan section and literally everything in that vegan section is vegan. I check the label on back of everything. But this particular day, I have already heard you guys tell me to have almond cheese, and I've seen the almond cheese next to the other cheeses and it says a cheese alternative. So I'm thinking it has to be cheese, right? Because it's made out of almond milk. Why would you also add milk to almond milk to make cheese? Why would you make a substitute of cheese that's still made out of cheese? Anyways, we eat our sandwich. I of course am like Snapchatting it a bunch. If you guys aren't following me on Snapchat, check it out. Brian Turner, my full name. No spaces. And I'm just Snapchatting a bunch of like us making it and then us eating it, and we're like, oh man, it's so good. And then we're like evaluating the cheese and we're like, yo, so we tried this new cheese and it was super good, blah 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 blah, it tasted like this, tasted like that, da 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 da. And then like an hour, 2 hours later, someone Snapchats us and says, hey, did you check the back of that almond cheese? And I was like, no, actually, matter of fact, this is like one of the first times I haven't actually checked the back. I check the back on everything I get. This is the one time I didn't do that. She says, hold on a second. She goes on Google. She comes back. She sends me a picture of the cheese, then sends me the ingredient list. And the second ingredient on this stuff, and if I had the product with you, I'd show you it. It is casein, is milk. Why would you add milk? Why would you add milk? I don't get that. It doesn't make sense. So what are you supposed to do in this kind of a situation? You know what I mean? You screw up, you ate something that wasn't vegan. Do you restart? Do you lose your vegan badge? Do you lose whatever level you've progressed to in veganicity? I think people take it too militantly, because in this sort of situation, there was no malignant intention. There was no bad intentions here. I wasn't trying to sneak in some bad stuff. I wasn't trying to sneak in something that was non-vegan or something like that. I wasn't trying to like relapse or anything. Simple thing is I just made a mistake, and I feel like a lot of people put too much pressure on themselves, and I'm really trying to just put this story out there for you guys to sort of admit that we made a mistake and we had some milk product cheese stuff on accident, but also to show you that it's okay. Like, if you didn't try to do it, if it wasn't on purpose, it was completely accidental, then all that happened is you learned maybe you need to check the labels, or if you did it at a restaurant, so maybe you need to talk to the waiters more fervently, or whatever it is. You learn from your mistakes and you move on. Simple as that. Just continue doing how you usually do, and you're still vegan. You don't have to restart your timer or anything like that. People make mistakes, and I think one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of people make, especially vegans, is being too hard on yourself and being too critical in your box, because it's not about earning the label. It's about doing good for either yourself, the world, animals, with ethics, whatever it is, whatever your reason is, but it has nothing to do with getting the right label and making sure that everybody, you fit the requirements, so that you get your little coin that says I'm vegan for 1 year with no mess ups. That's not what this is about. It's about doing the absolute best that you can without trying to allow yourself to make mistakes and things like that. So doing the best you can and preventing yourself from making future mistakes. Anyways, that is the video for today, guys. I just wanted to show you exactly what happened and tell you not to try this almond cheese, because this almond cheese is not vegan. even if they put it in the vegan section, which is so not cool. So, lesson learned, won't be making that mistake again. If you guys have been enjoying the audio quality, you guys should check out my podcast, Beyond the Podcast. Talk about all sorts of different topics with all sorts of different guests, but we have these beautiful microphones. You can listen to it on the way home or in the gym or doing cardio, whatever it is. Expand your mind a little bit, hear some different thoughts on things, and it's just a very interesting thing to listen to. I think, hopefully, at least, that it is interesting. But I appreciate you guys showing love and support on the podcast. I appreciate you guys showing love and support on the videos. Make sure you thumbs it up, leave a comment below, let me know what you thought, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Team Beyond the Week, CT.
Lift heavy or die MIRIN, motherfucker.
Team Beyond the Week,
CT. Lift heavy